Hi everyone, my name is Sheena Eddington and this is my end of year presentation for Public Allies. A little bit about me is that I go by she, her pronouns. I am a 2023 Public Ally graduate. My partner organization is the University of New Mexico Health Science Center Office for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I'm currently a second year undergraduate student who is studying psychology. This is a little bit about my partner organization. Their mission is to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in healthcare careers by supporting students who are passionate about health. We serve students all the way from elementary to graduate and professional level. We focus on serving underrepresented students. And what I love most about our office is that not only do they encourage, but they personally lead with actions and values for compassion, respect, and empathy towards others. This is a chart of our programs that we have from at the top professional all the way to the bottom elementary programs. These are the regional hubs that we serve. As a public ally in this office, I focused on supporting the individuals here who run and make these programs happen, as well as the students. Before coming into this office, as an individual who's always been interested in healthcare, I had no idea that these programs existed, and I want to make sure that students know that they have so many resources and people who will support them through their educational and professional journey to give back to our communities. Throughout my time here, I have been educated on so many health topics and issues relevant to our rural communities and discussing ways to resolve these issues. And a good start is to have the representation that we need in this workforce to provide a safe environment for our individuals in need in healthcare, to have providers that make you feel safe. This was the TSP that I participated in during my time as being a public ally at Sanchez Farm. This project was intended to share and teach our youth about traditions surrounding our land and environment from hundreds of years ago, and to overall just appreciate and value the land that serves us. Another main goal is to continue the revival of the acacia and other plants and just to give back and take care of our earth. This is what our team service project taught me. During our time of participating in just preparation Zoom meetings and actually going into the actual events, is that we need to hold ourselves and our teammates accountable. I feel like a lot of the times, just even in interpersonal relationships, we don't even realize that maybe we're not doing something correctly, or just to have the communications with others to express how you feel. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I want to be better as a person, and if I don't know that if I'm doing something wrong, I can't really fix it if I'm not aware that I'm doing something wrong. I really valued the human connection in the community. During this project, I got to meet a lot of incredible individuals and just really learn from people, and also have a relationship with the food that we eat, or the earth that we walk on, or where we live, just our environment and the land that we live in. Another thing that this team service project has taught me is utilizing our individual strengths to accomplish a common objective. Not always, actually never is there a time that every single person is gonna do something or the same way as anyone else. We're not all gonna have the same system or the way that we do things, and it's just good to understand that we all have our individual strengths, and just combining them to make sure that we complete our common objective. That was really important to me in this project. These are some struggles that I faced during my term as a public ally. When I first joined, I just graduated out of high school, and I started my first semester at UNM, and it was just really difficult juggling the apprenticeship, school, relationships with my loved ones, and also just taking the time to take care of myself. Taking care of my mental, emotional, and physical well-being was really difficult, just because of a lot of the new adjustments that I had to make, not only to the university, just being overwhelmed by all the information during your NSO, or just being in a new environment, in a new city. More towards my site, since I did just graduate out of being fresh out of high school, I had to adapt to being in a more professional setting. I never had a job previously, and it was just a great experience. And even though it was a little bit difficult and hard, I had a lot of individuals who really supported me throughout this time. Along with that, just becoming familiar with like our programs, the site, and taking on skill sets that I needed to practice and work with. A lot of like just everything felt very uncomfortable to me, but I think that uncomfortability is very important to just growing as a person, just in general. That being said, I feel like I am a very quiet individual, and it was really hard to build the confidence that I needed to voice myself and my opinions, and just the previous experiences that I have that could be beneficial to the group. These are the Public Ally core values. Their mission is to create a just and equitable society and the diverse leadership to sustain it. The 6 core values are diversity and inclusion, integrity, focus on assets, collaboration, continuous learning, and innovation. I definitely, during my time being a public ally, it has also influenced and shifted and just solidified my own core values. Previously, I have always believed that everyone is a leader and we all have the qualities to be one. And it's also going back to just taking your personal strengths and utilizing them and having that confidence in yourself to be a leader, and having people who support you and want to amplify your voice to be a leader. Going back, I kind of mentioned this in the TSP, but I truly, truly believe that there is so much value in community and teamwork. Just having human connection and just sharing your experiences with others and working as a team is so valuable to me, and I really got to live out that experience while being a public ally. Along with that, being open to different ways of thinking and being empathetic and understanding towards others has always been so important to me, and it was so nice being around people who also felt the same way and not having a fixed mindset and just being open-minded. Being curious about the world and having a passion for learning and growth also goes back to wanting to be a continuous learner, that there is so many things that we have to learn in our life, and life is so short that we won't even be able to learn so many things or have all these experiences, and just taking value in what we're living through right now. I also really loved that we got to advocate those different than us. Just because someone doesn't come from the same background or have the same beliefs as you, personally, there's no reason that you shouldn't be a friend or be an ally to them, especially for marginalized groups, that we all have privileges as individuals that we may not recognize, and just being able to amplify voices of people who need it is very important to me. And finally, just living authentically as yourself. It feels cheesy to say, but genuinely, as long as you're authentically you and you're living your life, I truly, genuinely believe that's all that matters. As long as you're a good person and you're just being yourself, you're being happy, living you, yeah, that's all that matters. These are the next steps that I am going to partake in after my 10 months. I still plan on continuing to stay in the office as a student employee, and I will continue my undergraduate education with my goal of being a psychiatrist in the future. So I still have a lot of years to go left in my education, and I'm looking forward to it. Finally, I wanted to thank everyone who supported me throughout this journey and truly just making me feel safe and feel like I belong in this community. Overall, I really am just so grateful to Public Allies for allowing me to have these opportunities, and I look forward to continue to participate in this wonderful community. Thank you guys so much.